I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hello to all of my motivators family. Good morning to everybody. I hope everybody is well on this 18th day of January. I can't believe that this year is flying by. It's already more than 2 weeks into the year, and I hope it's going well for you all. I hope you all are okay. Make sure as you come in, you hit the like, you subscribe, all of those YouTube things. I appreciate you taking a time out of your busy Saturday for me. So, we're going to get right into today's topic about vulnerability. And I think it's important to talk about this because it's happening every day. Today's topic is they attack when you are most vulnerable. Hmm. How many of us have been susceptible to personal attack, emotional, spiritual, financial? So many things can happen to us in our lives because we don't have the awareness, because there's certain people who try to take advantage of us, all of those things. So let's talk about some of those times when we are vulnerable because we want to talk about this information because we want to not just be out and not understand what's happening to us. We have to have our ears, we have to have our eyes open, we have to pay attention to people's energy, we have to pay attention to the way people talk to us. Is it manipulative? And we're going to get into that conversation right now. So, the point of this is a lot of times we get the most attacks when we are vulnerable in loss. And in loss, there's such a wide array of losses that we can experience as a human being. For example, there's the loss of a loved one, and we're just not thinking in the best way possible during those times. So you're very vulnerable to attack during these times because you're not thinking right. Your emotions are all over the place. And that is the time where people try to come in and bring you down. People take advantage of people during their loss, especially these establishments that they need, like where to burial sites and things. There's price gouging. There's a lot of things, and when you're not thinking in the best way possible, you get these attacks. So one of them is in loss of a loved one. Another way we are susceptible to things is when we have lost a job. And I don't know about you all, but I need my money. And when we are desperate sometimes for that job, there's a lot of things that we'll do. And there's a lot of people who prey on those vulnerable. There's so many crimes that happen that you would never know about. People make these fake job postings all over social media and to get people who are desperate, especially those who are older in age or who are going through something or those who are young and just don't know about certain things. So, always, Motivators family, I encourage you to, before you jump into any business deal, before you get into any relationship, make sure you're doing your background checks. Make sure you find out if it's a reliable company. Make sure you check the credibility of an individual and not just go by what somebody is saying, okay? And I want to say to all those who have experienced loss in the past or those who are currently dealing with some loss, I my condolences are with you. You know, it's never easy. It doesn't matter if it was something that just happened to you or something that happened years ago. Every day is a new day and a new experience, and certain things can trigger us. But I want you to know that you're not alone. You do have support. There are things that we can do when we experience these losses, okay? Another loss that we can experience is loss of friendships. And that can make you very vulnerable because you opened your heart to trust somebody, and either they turned out to not be who they said they are, or there was some backstabbing, or jealousy, or manipulation, or just that person doesn't show up for you. So, you know how I feel about the word friend, because I believe in this society, so many people they overuse that word, that term, friend, okay? Not everybody that says that they are your friend actually is. And we become vulnerable because you may be so, seeking that friendship. You want to hang out with someone, you want to talk to someone, and here somebody comes with their shenanigans and their drama. So just be aware to not trust everybody because they say they are your friend. Those are the ones that will take advantage of you, use your kindness as a weakness because they know you're seeking friendship. So make sure you're not the only one doing things in a relationship, okay? And it doesn't matter any relationship, it should always be on both sides because we are not going to be taken advantage of. We you don't need anybody in your life. It's we want people in our life, but you want the people who are going to be respectful, the people who will be kind to you, the people who will support you, check in on you. So even in your loss, make sure you're not allowing people to just do anything to you because you are in need of some sort of support. Now, this is one that I see a lot on social media. I see it a lot on these dating apps. And there's so many people who will attack those vulnerable because of desperation. Now I'll tell you that loneliness uh is a whole different animal. When you're lonely, you want to be in a relationship, and you just are desperate for it. Well, and a lot of people are desperate because they don't feel that they can do any better, or because of the things that maybe your ex told you, or your family, or just some of the things that you're going through, and you'll be gullible to listen to people when they tell you certain things. And I want to say this to everybody: never give somebody that you have never met in person money. And I'm speaking to ladies, I'm speaking to gentlemen. Do not give your money to people just because they ask. Most of the time, they're scammers, they're catfishers. They've already been in they already are in a relationship. They just want a visa. They just want something. So even though you may want to be in a relationship, don't trust everything that people are saying to you. If somebody seems too good to be true, pay attention to those red flags. Pay attention to those signals. It's so important that we just don't open up our hearts and just listen to everything because it seems good. You know, even listen to some people that you really are close to and that you trust. Ask them their opinion. Is it what I'm seeing? Because I'll tell you something. I have been there and done that. Been in a relationship, and when you're in it, love is truly blind. Well, at least we think it's love, and I have some air quotes. We think it's love, but it's not always love. It's someone seeing an opportunity to control. Someone sees an opportunity to take advantage of, and they're not in it for the right motives. They don't have the right intentions. So you have to protect your heart, okay? So, during the times of desperation, so that may be one thing. Or maybe you need something at a particular time. When you go through shifts in your life, because everybody's life shifts, whether you want to admit it or not. We all have hills and valleys in our life. and you may need to reset and restart. And during that time of newness and you don't really know what's going on, you may be desperate for something. Maybe you're desperate for that job, you're desperate for an opportunity, you're desperate to find a place to live in. So during those times, even though you are in need, still you have to put your thinking cap on. You need to take time and ask yourself, is this a good choice? Have you meditated on it? If you're a person of faith, have you prayed on it? So even though you may be desperate, you may be in need and want certain things, but make sure you're paying attention to the red flags. How do you feel around this person? Is this seem like it's too good to be true? Make sure you're doing your research and not just giving away your money, your time, and especially do not give away your heart so easily, okay? And I say this, and I hope somebody can really actually get it and not be like me, where I got taken advantage of. And it's not a good feeling, and it's not something that you can easily bounce back from. It takes a lot of time. Um, and even with the time, it never fully heals your heart, but you learn to go on day after day. So it's better to close a door than to open it and get taken advantage of and then try to go and heal and move forward alone. So it's just some thoughts, some motivation, some inspiration, and just some awareness that not everything that we hear of, not everything we see, especially on social media, especially on these dating apps. Be careful about telling your personal and your private information. You know, it's just there's so much people who are dishonest. They're just thirsty for trying to take advantage of people and take their money and so many other things that I just want to bring this awareness to pay attention during those times where you feel like you have to have something. Please be patient. Pay attention to the red flags. How you feel. How is the energy? It doesn't seem too good to be true. Make sure you're doing your research and finding out that it is actually what it is. Now, this is another one that there's certain things that happen to us in our life and we get attacked because we're vulnerable because of age, either when we're young or when you're older. Because when you're young, you're inexperienced, you don't know certain things, so you just fall for it. And I don't want my motivators family to just fall into something, and whether you're young or whether you're older, because when you're older, it may be some times where there's some things that you don't know, some things in technology, there's some things that you just don't sign anything away, don't give your consent, don't let anybody try to force you to do something you don't want to do. And if somebody's trying to rush you into something, always pull back. You don't have to do anything you don't want to, and don't fall for all the sweet and the nice things that people will say. People will always say something and you will always be the best, the nicest. They'll tell you all these good things to get you to be able to sign or to send money or to do things for them. Be careful. Open your eyes, open your ears, pay attention to their energy, to how you feel when you're around them. See, a lot of times our heart tells us, our mind, our spirit, it tells us when all of these red flags are going off. But when we're vulnerable and we really want something, or you're desperate and you're lonely and you're going through something and you need money, you feel like you have no other choice. I want to tell you all, we always have the choice to do better. We always have the choice to move around. We always have the choice to do our research. We always have the choice to not listen to what people are saying. Really pay attention. If you really listen to people, you can hear the inconsistencies where they'll say one thing and then you're like, You didn't say that last time. You can catch the lies, you can catch the deceit, you can catch all of those things if we want to actually catch it. See, and a lot of things will go over our head. And that's why it's important to have some trusted people that you talk to, a mentor, a counselor, a therapist, a trusted friend, someone who has actually been there and supports you and has your best interests at heart. Ask those questions like, is this really what I think it is? How do you feel? Do they seem weird or strange? If somebody seems like creepy or something like that, or you're like, I don't know about this person, always listen to that. That's a warning for the spirit. That's a warning for your heart to protect you from being taken advantage of. So, whether you're young or whether you're older, we can always be wise. Choose to use wisdom and insight and not just try to rush and force things that we know already it's just not working. Now, everybody, here is the last point we're going to talk about: being vulnerable because we trust too easily. And in today's society, it doesn't sound good, but it's the truth. There's so many individuals that you just can't trust. Whether it's on social media, we see it all the time on social media. There's people who hide behind avatars on the online dating apps. People lie, that's not how they look. There's catfishing, there's so many schemes. But when you're aware of things, there's certain things you don't do. Don't put yourself in a position to be hurt. Don't put yourself in a position to trust people so easily. Don't do it, okay? Oh, I'm missing all of these comments. I'm so sorry. I did not see any of these comments coming in. Hi everybody. How is everybody doing? I'm sorry I missed everybody's comments. I just saw them pop up on my chat. Hey, Miss Tamika, how are you doing? Good morning. Happy Saturday. Hey, Shayla, how are you? Yes. Good morning. Good morning to everybody. I really appreciate you all. Hey, Miss Jackie, happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Hi, Kelly, how are you? Welcome. I hope everybody's doing amazing. You know, I'm not like that. I don't just skip over people's comments. Hi, Susanna. How are you? Welcome. It's so important for us to pay attention to how we feel. And certain people don't make us feel good. Hi, Garden of Inspiration. How are you? Welcome in. Make sure, all my mods, make sure you drop your link if you are a content creator or if you have a business like Miss Jackie, drop a link to your business. You all support me and I support you all as well. So I did want to say that to everybody. Make sure that you're not allowing yourself to just trust people, especially there's so much scams, there's schemers, there's liars, there's thieves, there's controlling people, there's people who just want to get close to you just so that they can know your personal business. No, people want to get close to us just so that they can know something, so that they can talk about us behind our back. People say and do things just to hurt us. And it sounds like something untrue, but it's the truth. There are so many individuals that they just want to come around us just to find out about our business and to spread it to other people, to laugh at our expense. There are some really twisted and evil people that just want to step on us so that they can elevate themselves because they don't know who they are. They don't love themselves. They don't respect themselves. They don't know anything about boundaries. So there's all of those things. So I just wanted to inform all of my motivators family and to say that don't allow others to manipulate you and use you, okay? And people will attack you when you are at your most vulnerable. I hope that you all can keep your eyes, your ears, And it's not always just on the internet or just in person. There's like on your phone, there's scams going off all the time. There's always people always trying to make you like these get rich quick schemes. And then there's the relatives, right? There's relatives who are always trying to get something from you, take something from you, want something from you. But be aware, okay? Be aware, keep your eyes open, pay attention, all of those things, because I don't want you all to experience some of the hurt, the pain, the just injustice. And there are some people that they'll never get caught. They keep doing it over and over again. But trust me, if you believe like I do, God is watching. What people do in the dark will always come to the light. So there's all of those things. So while we are trusting in God, while we are trying to do our best, we still have to keep our eyes, our ears, our spirit, protect your energy, and definitely protect your loved ones, okay? Protect your children, protect the elderly, those who have special needs, okay? And protect your own heart, protect your finances, okay? Protect your well being. And what I wanted to say is protect your mental health. Mental health is something that is so important, and trying to be show up for everybody, we forget to show up for ourselves. So think about all of those things. Think about your mental health. Think about what you want to do and your goals. So while we want to be kind to others, we also need to learn to be kind to ourselves, respect our own self, set boundaries, okay? That's important in all relationships, to set boundaries. And if you find that you have individuals in your life that don't want to respect your boundaries, it's time for you to lose them. It's time for them to go. It doesn't matter who they are. If somebody cannot respect you, they don't deserve to have you in their life. Okay? So that's just a little bit of motivation for this Saturday, some inspiration, some awareness. Keep your eyes open, your ears open, okay? Protect your heart. Don't believe everything you hear, okay? You have to get things from the source. Don't listen to the gossip, because I have found that there are some people who are so conniving that they will make up a whole storyline just to get you to not like somebody. And actually, the person who is smearing a person's reputation, they are the ones that are the troublemakers. So be aware of people who say, don't talk to them, don't go around them, you can't trust them, when actually the person who is spewing the lies is the person that can't be trusted. We have to know better, okay? We have to know our worth. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Happy Saturday. I appreciate you guys for tapping in. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. You're keeping yourself warm. You're going to maybe get into some self-care because it is Saturday. I hope you take care of your mental health. Get some rest, get some exercise, have some peace, relax, laugh, have some fun, but always keep your eyes, your ears, and your spirit open and protected. I'm Marlene Motivates, your life coach. I appreciate your support. And you know what we say over here, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life. I will see you guys on the next one.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.